Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how are you?
Good. Hey, my name's Jeff.
Deputy Nolan.
Hey, Deputy, how you doing?
Good.
I just came here to make a public records request. There's a directory of public contact information that's just sitting right there on the desk.
Okay.
And that's all I wanted to do was inspect and photograph the directory.
Okay.
And she told me just to wait. She would call somebody, and I guess she called you guys.
Well, she has to get supervisor approval. I mean, if you put in a public records request, you know there's a process. You just can't walk inside the building and start just taking pictures of items that are laying on someone's personal desk, right?
I asked to do it.
Okay. That's not what we were told. We were told you asked to do it, but you
Mhm.
said there was personal information written down. You just started taking out your camera and started taking pictures.
That's not correct. I've got everything on video.
Okay.
And everything in there is on video.
Okay.
I waited for them.
Sure.
I asked them if I could inspect and photograph it.
Okay.
She made a couple of copies of what was in there,
Sure.
but not the whole thing. I
Okay.
wanted to see, and it's not personal information, it's public contact information. If there was personal information, then they have an obligation to redact it or remove it so I can see the rest of the public records.
Okay.
And the process is, and you're incorrect about the process is you can come to the place where the records are stored. It's state law.
Okay.
That's my civil right. It's not only state law, but it's my right pursuant to Article 1, Section 24 of the Florida Constitution and Chapter 119 of Florida statutes. The public has the right to come to the place where the records are stored and inspect and photograph those records. I didn't ask the secretary, I didn't ask the janitor, I asked the director of purchasing for the records.
Okay.
And instead of complying with the records request, for some reason she's called you guys.
How can we help you? I'm
Well,
Sergeant Lewis.
Hey, my name is Jeff.
How you doing, Jeff?
Yes, sir. I would just like to inspect and photograph those records, the public contact information directory that's sitting right there on the receptionist desk.
Okay.
That's all I want to do.
Let me go in here and figure out what's going on, and then I'll be able to try to figure
Sandy is, in the meantime, Sandy has left. She's the director. She was the person I was talking to. But that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do.
Which is your rights. You have the rights to go and do that. As long as you have followed every step there is, I guess.
She's telling me that I have to go down there to make the request and then come back.
Yes.
But the records are here. I don't have to go down there and make the request.
That was their normal procedure, but you're on the money.
All right.
On
Well, what I'll do is just to stay out of the hair like I did before. You guys, when you saw when I got here, I was sitting in my car. I'll go sit in my car and wait. And okay.
Let me try to figure out what.
Okay, and I'll just sit out here and
I'll come back and talk to you.
Okay, cool. And like I said, you'll see it when you walk in there, right there on the desk. Usually, you know what receptionist has a directory of the public contact information, the people that work. So when somebody calls and say, "Hey, I need to speak to John Smith, the director," they can look through the directory. Here's the director, and they call it. And that's all I'm asking, because I want the public contact information of the people that work here, plus whatever is in that directory, so that I can. I'm conducting an investigation on an unrelated matter, and I need that information to conduct that investigation.
Okay.
All right.
Give me 1 second.
Thank you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm fine.
Stand in front, or you got cameras?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I do know the normal procedure in which they explained to us to go down and see Tracy.
Okay.
I do know a part of the public records request you really don't have to, but typically that kind of Tracy at the
district
school board district office will help you out, fill out the paperwork, and then she will contact them and say, hey, this is what he's looking for to get this stuff prepared right now, so that when he comes there, it's ready, laid out, so that you can go and you don't have to fumble through every 5 things, or you have a chance to.
And you're in the middle, so I understand. I appreciate you going there and talking to him. But like I said, this is the directory. It's sitting right on the desk. All it has is the school board employees.
The contact numbers.
That's all it is. And but what you're saying, they're saying is that I have to go down there to make the request.
That's the typical process.
Okay.
That we've had people come here before, request the exact same thing.
Yeah.
We'll send them down there. We comply with everything that they want.
You're not sending me down there. They are.
They are.
They are. Yeah.
They'll comply with everything you want. And if it's something that, hey, it's kind of, well, we're trying to figure out what exactly you want, they send you to the superintendent's office to see if they can assist you a little bit more.
Okay, well, since they're sending me, that's what they're saying, that I have to go down there to make the request. I'll just take it from there. I appreciate it. So they're not going to let me see the records here right now.
All right.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Sergeant.
sorry.
Sergeant Lewis.
did not interrupt you anymore. And
Well,
or put
you guys,
in the way
you
for
can't
you.
go in there and force them to give me the record. So, you know,
But Tracy Piscatello at
Tracy.
the district office be more than happy to assist you. And typically, she makes moves a little bit faster on things like
Tracy, understood. Okay,
that.
thank you, Sergeant.